Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Anyone can hear me? Hello. Anyone can hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So every one of you is here. Ayush. Okay. Deepak. Hello, Deepak. Okay. Okay. So today is the first day of your full stack demo session. Okay. So I am here to introduce you towards this program. Okay. So first of all, I just want to tell you and that this is a full stack program where you will learn everything, okay, from front end to back end, okay, and also the AI integration, okay. Wait, just wait. Okay, so first of all, I want to introduce you about my company, okay. So our company is Evision Technoserve Private Limited, okay. So its basically work is to give the platform for those individuals who have just completed their academics, okay. सो हमारी कंपनी जो है विजन टेक्नोसर्व, ओके, सो ये एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, ओके, उन लोगों के लिए जिन्होंने अभी रिसेंटली अपने एकेडमिक्स को कंप्लीट किया है, ओके। सो दिस इज़ टू फिल द गैप, ओके। क्योंकि जनरली क्या है कि आप जब अपना कॉलेज पास आउट करके निकलते हो, ठीक है, तो आपको ये पता नहीं होता है कि इंडस्ट्रीज़ में जो है किस प्रकार से जो है टूल्स एंड टेक्नोलॉजीज का यूज़ किया जाता है, ओके। So that's just the major gap which you face, okay. That's just the main point where you struggle for your uh, jobs, okay. So our platform just fills the gaps between it, okay. So it gives you the platform where you learn from front end to back end everything which is just conducted in the modern industries, okay. All the tools and technology you will deploy by yourself, okay. Here you will not just learn, but you will also apply your knowledge in the industrial projects, okay. So you will just also work in the industrial projects and you will gain experience, okay. Based on it, we just also give you the experience certificate, okay, based on the performance in our industrial projects, okay. Okay, so first of all, I just want to tell you the full stack developers, okay. So what are the full stack developers? So these are the developers who just makes a complete front end back end of a website, okay. For example, suppose this is a website, okay. Okay, so in this website you can see there is a two parts. One is the front end, I mean the visuals that you see, okay. So how these things are designed, how this works, all this is the front end part, okay. Okay, which is controlled in the using the HTML, CSS and JavaScript, okay. And second thing is the backend part. Backend part means for example, suppose you just log in, Okay, and or you, suppose you just search for the something, okay, like this laptop. Okay, then all the data you get, okay, this is definitely not in the front end code because that is huge data, okay, which cannot be present in your front end code, okay, because this is very much huge data. So for that data, what it does, it just connects to the backend server, and backend server just fetches the data and then it shows to your uh, web page. Okay, so this is the backend thing. Okay, so a website needs both things, front end as well as a backend. Okay, so that it just gives you the complete uh, complete control on website development. Okay, so today's the need of full stack developers is very much high. Okay, why? Because every companies are converting into their digitalization. Okay, so they want to expand their business. Okay, they want to do the smarter tools to sell their products. Okay, so everyone wants to build their own websites. Okay, so that's why they just needs the full stack developer. Why? Because full stack developers are those professionals who can independently build a complete website. Okay, from front end to back end and everything which is related to it. Okay, so if you just search for any jobs, top jobs in the LinkedIn or Naukri, you will find the full stack are the three top three tech jobs are always about the full stack developers. Okay, okay, so okay, so first of all, I just want to tell you the brief introduction about our program. Okay, so this is a full stack developer training program. Okay, in which you will just learn about front end, back end, database, DevOps, and as well as AI tools. Okay, so in this program, just it will start from the software development tools like Git, GitHub, Jira, okay, which are the industrial standards. Thereafter, server automation tools like Python, Linux, shell scripting. Okay, thereafter you will learn the front end tools like HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, etc. Okay, and backend tools. In backend, you will learn about the Spring Boot. Okay, Java and Spring Boot, as well as you will also learn how can we control backend through the Python and Node.js using the Django framework and Next.js framework. Okay, and in database you will just learn about both SQL and NoSQL database, which are the PostgreSQL. This is for SQL database, and MongoDB, which is for NoSQL database. Okay, and uh, you will just also learn how we host our website on the servers. Okay, for example, when you just develop your website and how you just host it on the production server, so which is done through the Apache. So you will also learn how we just host it through the Apache and how we just secure the website using it, and also the cloud and DevOps tool, which are high in demand. Okay, so you will just learn from development to the deployment part. Okay, I mean from designing your website, and thereafter how it will automatically deployed in the live server. All these things we learn through the DevOps and cloud tools. Okay, and finally the AI and automation. Okay, because today's all the website are using the AI tools. Okay, to automate the process in their services. Okay, so like the automatic search suggestions or the chat boxes. Okay, so here you will learn from the basics from what is the AI. Okay, how these things work and how we just integrates it in our website, how we will just integrate its APIs in our websites. Okay, not only this, you will also learn how we will just use the AI to make our development smarter. Okay, there someone is. Everybody, please mute your mic. Okay. Okay, so in addition to this, you will just also learn about the DSA. Okay, because you know the DSA is very much important in any industries. Okay, because nowadays industry needs the smarter developers. Okay, who can just build so not only build the software but also how they can build a smart software which will run in less time and use the less memory. Okay, so that's why the DSA is very much important, and you will face DSA problems in any interviews. Okay, so here you will just learn how you will just uh, uh, develop our softwares using the DSA skills. Okay. Okay, so first of all, our program just starts with the Python programming language. Okay, so why we are just starting with the Python language? Okay, because before the starting of this program, you will just working on the servers. Okay, and basically the servers will just run on Linux. Okay, and we have to just automate the various tasks of the server, because whenever you will host website, then these things will run on servers. Okay, and you have to know how we'll just automate it. Okay, because you are not doing manually everything. Okay, because a server is a very much big machine, when you have to just learn how we can just automate its repetitive tasks. Okay, and also when we will just integrate AI in our website, okay, then we will need the uh, knowledge of Python. Okay, how we'll just design our framework with the Python backend. Okay, so that's why you will just need to start this thing from the Python. Okay, and also when our DSA will start, then you just need at least one programming language to start to test your DSA skills. Okay, so we are just starting this program with the Python language. Okay. Okay, so thereafter you will just learn about Linux and shell scripting. Okay, so why? Because most of the servers run on Linux operating system, and you have to know how Linux works. Okay, what are its file systems? How we will just secure our applications using the Linux. Okay, so that's why this is very much important. And also we will learn about shell scripting. So in shell scripting, we will learn how we will just automate various tasks of servers. Okay, so we use both shell scripting and Python to automate the tasks of server. Okay, so shell scripting have the full control over the operating system, and Python have a huge library including the AI. Okay, so both of these things makes the automation part of the server very much easier. Okay, so thereafter we'll just start from the Jira software. Okay, so what is the Jira? So Jira is the tool by which the big companies assign their projects using the Jira, because whenever you work in team, there are so many peoples in your team members, and you cannot communicate with them easily. Okay, so that's why for the communication regarding the big projects, we need the Jira software. Okay, so through the Jira software, we assign projects and we can track the progress of each part of its task using the Jira. Okay, and we can communicate with each other through this software. Okay, so that's why the Jira is the industrial standard to assign projects in a team. Okay, so and that's why we are just learning Jira software in it. Okay, so after that you will just learn about Git and GitHub. Okay, so what is the Git? So Git is the version controls software. Okay, so whenever you'll just build your software, you will just not start from building the code. Okay, but you will just also want to save your code. Okay, because when you just start developing your code, you have to save every version of code so that you can just debug it easily. Okay, and GitHub is the platform which just gives you the tools to save your codes in the remote servers. And also through this you can just learn how we can work in team throughout the world. Okay, so no matter where you live, everybody can work in team using the GitHub platform. Okay, so that's why we have to just learn this powerful tool to just make our software development smarter and easy. Okay, it also just protects our code, because whenever your code crashes, then it will be available in the remote server. Okay, and even if the remote server crashes, then it will also available on any one team members repository. Okay, so that's why this is the very much powerful to protect your code and make your development smarter. Okay, so then we can just start the front end part of our website. So after this software development tools which are used in the software development. Okay, so because without it you cannot just start your web development process. Okay, so after that you can just easily start from the uh, front end part of our website. Okay, so the front end part starts with the HTML and CSS. So as you know, the HTML is the building block of a website. So every content that you see, it is just built in the HTML. Okay, so every text and these things are everything is the HTML part. Okay, and the CSS is the styling part. So how we just give styles, for example, how we just give style to this card. Okay, this is just done through the CSS. Okay, so here you will not only just learn about HTML CSS but also about this today's smarter tools like Bootstrap and Tailwind, by which we makes our design faster and smarter. Okay, these are used in the industry heavily. Why? Because Bootstrap and Tailwind gives you the automatic ready-made tools. Like this card is already built in using the Bootstrap. You just have to customize its text or sizes. Okay, so that's why just using the Bootstrap, you just learn about how we can just design it so much fastly. Okay, and Tailwind CSS gives you highly customization. Okay, means you can customize every part of your design using the Tailwind CSS. Okay, so you can make your design faster both using the Bootstrap and Tailwind. Okay, so after it we will just start the JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript you can say is the brain of your website. Means whatever logic you just control, like when I will click on this button, then this thing will happen. Okay, so all these things, the logical things is controlled using the JavaScript. Okay, so that's why we will just learn the JavaScript. Okay, so this is the also this is the base of all the advanced frameworks like the React framework and Next.js. Okay, so this React frameworks also use the JavaScript language, so that is also reason you have to know the basics of this language. I mean, you have to know the basics of JavaScript. Okay, so after it we can just start the React framework. So as you know, the React framework is the modern front-end development framework. Okay, which just makes the development, the front-end development part of website very much easy. Okay, so why? Okay, so suppose when you just see this page, so you can see there is a pattern in everything. Like this card is repeating again and again. So if I'll just design using a simple HTML and I have to write lots of code, but using the React.js, we'll just choose a single pattern and that pattern will be repeated again and again, and we can just build our website faster. Okay, so this is just the one advantage. Okay, and also just React.js have a virtual environment. I mean, virtual hosting tool. Okay, so by which suppose this is a called the virtual dom. So what is the dom? Dom is the part by which everything is stored about the website, like the cards and everything. So virtual dom means what? Means React creates its own virtual dom. I mean, whenever we just click on anything, okay, then it does not reloads the website. It just change the state of that page. Okay, so that is called the virtual dom. Okay, so that's why React framework gives us very much smooth experience. Okay. Okay, so that's why the React is used in the modern industries. Okay, that makes the development very much smarter. Okay, and after the React you will just also learn about a little about Next.js. Okay, which is the advanced React framework. Okay, so in this framework you will learn how we will design the front end part of our website using the Next.js framework. Okay, so in this Next.js framework you will learn uh, how we can just automate every settings of the website, like the SEO parts. So all of these things are automated using the Next.js framework. Okay, so that's why it is the advanced framework of React.js, in which we can just build everything in more advanced way. I mean, everything will be automated, like the routes, SEO setups. Okay, all these things are automated. Also, it just gives you this SSR technology, which is called server side rendering. So in this technology, all the contents is generated on the server rather than on the mobile. Okay, that means even if your mobile is slow, server will just send you the data very much fast. Okay, and it also helps in the SEO optimization, because in SEO the Google algorithm reads the uh, content of website fast using the SSR tools. Okay. Okay, so after it, you will just also learn about the Figma UI UX design. So why this is? Because whenever you start building your website, you will just not start building your website from the code. Okay, but you have to just learn how we can just design it visually first. Okay, because unless and until you will design visually, you cannot just imagine how your website will look and what things we can, what colors, what layouts we can just give so that it will look smarter. Okay, for example, like this is the Figma framework. Okay, and this is the website design. Okay, so like this is the website design of this corpizzo.com. Okay, so this is the website which is built by our interns. Okay, so how we just did it, we just firstly just build it in the Figma. Okay, so using the Figma, we can not only just build the visual part, but also we can simulate. I mean, clicking on this thing will what happen. Okay, after clicking what will happen, that thing will we can also simulate. Means it gives you the complete framework to simulate the front end part of your website. Okay, so one more advantage is of using Figma. Suppose you just give directly, if you just start from building your code. Okay, and suppose you just show your code to your clients and client says that I just don't like this design, then you have to write your code again. Okay, but in Figma you can just easily fastly design the uh, its visual parts. Okay, then you can just show it to the clients. Okay, and if the client just approve it, only then you can start the designing the code part. Okay, so not only this, it also very much helpful in uh, analyzing the user interface and user experience. Okay, means what the users will experience, what the user interface should look like. That's why Figma gives you all the tools and technologies to set up it, and also you can just convert it to the code. Means here you can not only just design, but it can just also convert it in the code. Okay, so you can say that it can just do work of 10 pupils by just one. Okay, so that's why these are very much used in the industry, which just automates the development and makes the development very much faster. Okay, so after it we can just start the backend part. Okay, so the backend part starts with the Apache and Apache Tomcat. Okay, so both of these are the virtual hosting servers. Okay, so virtual hosting server means if you just build your website. Okay, suppose I just build the code of this website, then how it will be connected to the outside world. I mean, whenever corpizzo.com you will write in your browser, then how you will just see it. So that is just handled using the Apache. Okay, so Apache is a virtual hosting server. Okay, which have all the configurations to understand whenever a response comes from the uh, outside user. Okay, then what page it have to serve. Okay, so it have all the URLs, and in that URL what I mean what location of the server. Okay, for what website location of the server it will host. Okay, for example, this one is running on the port number 4000. Okay, so whenever a request comes from corpizzo.com, it just forwards it to the port number 4000, and you can just see our website. Okay, and also how we'll just make our website secure. So that is thing that is just done using the Apache. Okay, so it's also comes in the how we can just make our website secure. Okay, and Tomcat is what Apache is for the hosting the static websites. Okay, and Tomcat is especially for Java. Okay, so this, for example, when start our backend framework, okay, using the Java and Spring Boot. Okay, so Tomcat just plays important part. I mean, how we will host our applications. I mean, the applications which are built using the Java and backend Java. Okay, so that thing done using the Tomcat. Okay, so Tomcat is especially for the Java backend. Okay, so after it we can just start the Java development. Okay, so backend part will start from the basics of Java. Okay, so what is the Java and how we'll just use it. Okay, thereafter we'll learn about the Spring Boot framework. Okay, so Spring Boot framework is the framework. Okay, so framework is what it is, the tool in which everything is pre-built. Okay, and it helps you to design your APIs very much faster. Okay, so that's why we use the Spring Boot framework. Okay, so this is the modern tool which is used in the industries to build the backend APIs of the Java. Okay. Okay, and database is also important part of a website, because whenever you see a website, there will be a big data connected to it. For example, this website have huge data of its gadgets. Okay, so that data is controlled using the database management systems, which are the like the SQL database system and NoSQL. Okay, so SQL databases are those data which you can store in columns and rows, I mean in a table, and NoSQL data are the flexible data which you cannot store in the table and rows. Okay, which do not have the fixed columns. Like the Facebook data is a NoSQL type data because it do not have fixed columns. And banking data like bank account balance, password, these have systematic structure, and it can be stored in columns and rows. Okay, so here you will learn both about SQL database as well as NoSQL. So SQL, the most highly used technology in the SQL is the PostgreSQL. Okay, which is heavily used in the modern industries. And for NoSQL, MongoDB is heavily used. Okay, so you will learn here both about these databases. Okay, and how we'll just integrate to our websites. Okay. Okay, so after it, you will also have a 2 week session of Python backend, in which we will just learn about the Django and Flask framework. Okay, so because for those parts of website, like the suppose you want to build AI like a chatbot tools or automatic search suggestions API. So okay, so these things are built using the AI tools, which is built in the Python. Okay, so we need to learn about the Django and Flask framework. Okay, how we'll just integrate the AI tools in our websites. Okay, because every websites nowadays wants the AI tools to make it smarter. Okay, so we will just learn about it. Okay, so after it we'll learn about the Node.js backend using the Next.js framework. Okay, so Next.js framework is, I already told you, the it is the advanced framework for React.js, but it also gives you the how we can make the backend APIs. Okay, using the JavaScript. Okay, so Node.js backend is also very much helpful because it helps you design those parts of website which have heavy user inputs. So it is very much beneficial to build the real-time applications. Okay, like those chat applications which have very much high user input, and in that user input it will not hang using the Node.js technology. Okay, so whenever you start building a website, you will always need these three backends. Okay, some parts are using the Spring Boot Java backend, because for those parts where high security is needed, complex business logic is needed, so that part is controlled using the Spring Boot and Java backend. Okay, and the AI parts is already satisfied with the Python backend is the Django frameworks. Okay, and for the building the real-time applications, we need to learn about the Node.js backends. Okay, so here you will just learn about all these things. Okay, and you can just apply for the multiple roles. Okay, based on your expertise. Okay, so after it we will learn about the APIs. Okay, so what is the APIs? API is the application programming interface. Okay, so it helps, suppose your website is just used by the user. Okay, but if a program wants to use it, okay, then what it will do? So it uses the APIs. API is the application program interface. Means application is your website, and program is the something in your mobile phone like Google app. Okay, so API just connects the program to our application, means our websites. Okay, so for example, Google Weather app. So Google Weather website is host on the website. It is used by the user, but it can also its data can also be fetched by the your Google Weather app. So that app is the program which uses the API of that website, okay, to fetch the data of weather. Okay, so that's why any website also needs the APIs as well as its front end back end part. Okay, so that its website is cannot only be used by the humans but also by the programs. Okay, so that makes it uh, highly available to all these technologies. Okay, so after it, we will also know how we'll just secure our website. I mean, if you build your website and building the website is not enough, okay, you will also have to learn about how we can make the development secure. Okay, and how we'll just design our website so that it can just handle various kind of cyber attacks. Okay, like SQL injection, cross-site scripting. Okay, so we have, if you are independent full stack developer, then you have to learn how we'll just design our APIs. Okay, so that it will always be secured. Okay, only then you can build a compatible website. Okay. So, okay, so you will also learn about the mobile app and desktop app development, because in today we use mobile apps more than a website. Okay, so that's why companies are highly looking for the mobile app developers. Okay, so as a full stack developer, you also should have the knowledge how will build the web apps and mobile apps. Okay, if you will build your website, then how will just build the mobile app version of your website. Okay, so here to just learn about the mobile app development, you do not have to learn any new technology, any new language. Okay, because here we are just providing a training using the React Native. Okay, so React Native uses the HTML, CSS, JavaScript to learn it. So you have already learned it, so you can just easily know how we can just build the mobile app using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, and Electron.js is used for the desktop app development. Okay, so it uses the same thing. It is based on the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So you do not need to learn any new language. You can just easily learn how to build the desktop apps using these languages. Okay, so these tools are the highly recommended tools in the industries. Okay, which are used heavily in the industries to build the mobile app and desktop applications. Okay, so after it, you will just also learn about the DevOps and cloud technologies. So DevOps is what? DevOps is, suppose you just build your application. Okay, so suppose you are, if you are developing the features of very much big website. So in websites, every time a new feature is developed. Okay, so after developing it, thereafter you have to test it manually and you have to make it live. So all these processes are very much complex. Okay, so in those we just learn about how we can just automate these things. And whenever you will just build your website, then automatically it will be tested and automatically it will be deployed. So all these things we just learn about it in the DevOps and cloud. Okay. Okay, so after it, we will just also learn about the AI tools. As I told you that whenever you build a website, there always need of the artificial intelligence tools. Okay, so like the chatbots. Okay, search suggestions. So all these AI tools are how these AI tools are built and integrated to the website. Okay, so you will learn from the basics what is the AI machine learning, how you just design the machine learning algorithms. Okay, and how we just design its APIs and integrate it to our current websites. Okay, so you will learn from the basics of all these things. And not only how we'll just integrate the AI features, but also how we'll use the AI tools to make our development smarter. Okay, like the Copilot and Codex. Okay, to make our development smarter. I mean, how we can just build a very much big websites in very much less time using these smarter tools. Okay. Okay, and of course you learn about the DSA because it is heavily needed in the current industries. Okay, so where the DSA plays important role. Okay, suppose if you have built the Firefox and Opera browser. Okay, and suppose if the Firefox is running very much fast, it means it is taking so much less time to execute any code, and Opera is very much slow. Okay, so definitely then everyone will just move forward the that browser which is very much fast. In the same case, if it is taking high RAM, okay, if the Opera is taking high RAM and Firefox is taking low RAM, then definitely in the market everyone will move toward the Firefox. So no matter how much features is in your software, but there is also needs to make the smarter development. I mean, how can you just make your software smarter? Okay, run fast and take the less memory to run. Okay, so that's why it is very much crucial in the today's industry. So they are heavily need the DSA skills. Okay, so here you will just also learn how we can just make the smart algorithms and the data structures. Okay. Okay, so thereafter we will see the live industrial projects. Okay, so here you will just not just learn things, but you will also apply your knowledge to the industrial projects. Okay, so these projects will be from our company and our client companies. So here you will learn how we can just use our knowledge in the real-time software development. Okay, so you will do everything from designing to deployment in the live server. Okay, and based on your performance we will just also give you the industrial experience certificate. Okay, so that thing will just very much important for your career. Okay, so after completing this program, oh, so what are the entry level jobs which you can just apply for? Okay, so here as you just grow, we just gives you project first according to your expertise, and here you can just become expert in various job roles. Okay, like full stack developers, okay, UI UX designers, and backend developers in Java, Python, Node.js, as well as DevOps and cloud engineers, and also you can just become a AI developer and automation engineer. Okay, so as you just learns here, okay, we just gives you more and more work according to your expertise, and you can just explore more and more in your fields and become the profession of your choice. Okay, so one more thing is that you just do not can apply in the big cities, but also in the medium level cities, because the IT industry is growing everywhere. Okay, so it is everywhere between the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 cities, because every company wants to digitalize themselves. Okay, so that just makes you to apply to all over the India in any companies. Okay. Okay, so talk about the salary after completing this training program. Okay, so as a fresher, you can start from the salary from 2.5 to 6 LPA. So that's depends on your performance and your expertise in the program. Okay, and after 1 to 2 years of your experience, you can also apply for the higher roles whose salary starts from 6 to 9 LPA. Okay, for those who are just expert in DSAs and DevOps cloud technologies. Okay. Okay, so after it, I just also want to tell you that before you start this program, you have to just follow all its rules and regulations. Like you have to just come with the 90% attendance. Okay, you have to do all your assignments with all the rules. Okay, and complete your projects, because here if you will not practice and do your projects honestly, okay, then we cannot just help you. Okay, so you have to just follow all the rules, you have to build your projects, you have to complete your assignment and make your DSA practices, so that you will just definitely be ready for the uh, entry level roles in the IT industries. Okay. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, then you can proceed. So, anyone have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Vipin, tell me.
सर आई थिंक हिंदी में स्पीक कर सकते हैं।
हाँ, यस, आप हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं।
जैसे सर अगर फार्मा से रिलेटेड हो तो इंजीनियरिंग लाइन ना हो तो भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं।
जी, कोई भी लोग इस प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, ठीक है?
जी।
क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम आपको ज़ीरो लेवल से सिखाते हैं, ओके? और आप यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम करोगे और एंड आपको एक्सपीरियंस भी मिलेगा उसका, ठीक है? सो यू कैन जस्ट स्टार्ट एज अ IT रोल, ओके?
ओके। एंड प्लेसमेंट की सर 100% गारंटी है।
हाँ जी, प्लेसमेंट की 100% गारंटी है। अगर आप हमारे प्रोग्राम्स के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन को फॉलो करते हो, देन यू विल
हम्म,
जस्ट श्योरली गेट द प्लेसमेंट, ओके? और ये आपके लिए पूरे लाइफ टाइम के लिए, ओके? जब तक आपकी प्लेसमेंट नहीं हो जाती, वी विल जस्ट
जी।
कनेक्ट टू यू, ओके?
ओके
हेलो
सर।
सर।
हाँ, सुयोग बोलिए।
सर जैसा मेरा प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस सर्विस डेस्क का है, वो
हाँ।
एक्सपीरियंस काउंट होगा ये इसमें?
अगर आप डेस्कटॉप से रिलेटेड, मतलब अगर आपका आईटी फील्ड में कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है, ठीक है, तो दैट
हाँ।
कैन जस्ट काउंट, बिकॉज क्योंकि आईटी फील्ड से है, ठीक है, तो
हम्म।
हमारे यहाँ जो है आपको इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोजेक्ट्स पे वर्क करने को दिया जाएगा। वो एक्सपीरियंस के साथ साथ आपका जो अपना डेस्कटॉप में जो एक्सपीरियंस वो भी काउंट हो जाएगा, ओके? देन
हम्म।
यू कैन जस्ट अप्लाई फॉर द बेटर रोल्स,
अच्छा अच्छा।
ओके?
क्योंकि मैंने मतलब 45 डेज का ओजेटी प्रोग्राम भी ईवीजन से ज्वाइन किया था ना,
हाँ,
तो
फोर्टी फाइव
लगभग
डेज का
वही
भी
से।
प्रोग्राम है हमारा।
हाँ, तो मैंने स्टार्ट मतलब लास्ट ईयर वही से जो आपकी इधर से ज्वाइन किया था।
ओके, ओके, तो ठीक है,
डेस्कटॉप
आप
सपोर्ट दे रहा
इसमें,
था।
ठीक
हम्म।
है, तो आप इसमें कर सकते हो फुल स्टैक में, ओके? यहाँ पे
तो
आपको
ये
6
एक्सपीरियंस
मंथ का,
क्लाउड काउंट होगा सर?
हाँ, वो ऑफ कोर्स काउंट होगा,
अच्छा,
ओके?
ठीक है।
Hello, sir.
हाँ, दीपक बोलिए।
Sir, I have done that 45 days program from your company in that MC is not counted. So I want to ask that will my MC will be counted in this program?
What program you have done?
Sir, I have done MCA in 2025. So it will be
Okay, MC.
counted in this program or not in the resume builder?
Yes, of course, if your education will always counted if it is connected to your IT field, okay? So that is just no doubt, okay?
Okay, sir. Can 2026 pass out student can enroll in this program?
Of course, anyone can. Okay, last year candidates as well as candidates who have passed after 2019, they can join this program.
Okay. So that 2026 graduate that who will be graduated in
Yes,
upcoming.
yes, yes. It is specially for the last year. Okay, so if you are last year candidate, then it is very much advantageous,
Okay.
because in the last year you can just gain the industrial experience and apply for the better roles.
Sir, how many months of experience will you give us?
It can be 8 months to 1 year. Okay, based on how much you have worked on it. Okay,
Sir, it will be intensive or full-time experience.
it will be a full-time experience.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
And sir, from which month that these are the process will be started, like interview preparation and that
This is in the
interview
last month. Okay, in the 6 month of program, it will start in the last month.
from the fifth month, starting of fifth month.
Yeah, starting from the 5th month. मतलब last month जो होगी आपकी, okay?
And sir, the all classes will be live or recorded.
यस, ऑल क्लासेस विल बी लाइव एज वेल एज रिकॉर्डेड। ओके, सो जब भी ये क्लासेस होती हैं तो इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग्स भी जो है पोर्टल पे अवेलेबल हो जाती है।
Okay,
ओके,
sir.
तो फॉर दोज कैंडिडेट्स जिनको टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है, वो इनमें रिकॉर्डिंग सेशंस को भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, और सैटरडे संडे हमारा डाउट क्लासेस होता है, उसमें वो अपने डाउट्स को भी पूछ सकते हैं।
सर इसका टाइमिंग क्या रहता है क्लास का डेली?
क्लास की टाइमिंग जो है आपको 7 PM में भी है और 9 PM में भी है। ओके, एज वेल एज मॉर्निंग एंड आफ्टरनून में भी है। ओके, सो वेन एवर यू आर फ्लेक्सिबल यू कैन जस्ट ज्वाइन।
And sir, what is the duration of each class?
It is 2 hours classes.
Okay. Sir, the teacher who will taught us is from the e-vision or from the working industry in the software that people who are working.
These are from our company. Okay, they are the full stack developer from our company.
Okay, sir. And sir, you will also give us practical knowledge also that tools and technologies, all these.
Yes, yes. Whatever you will learn, you will apply it in your industrial projects. Okay, so here you will, you can say you will work less in theory and more in practical works. Okay, so
Okay.
everything you have learned, you will just apply. Okay, and you will take a full demonstration how we just build it in the actual production servers. Okay.
But I think that these some of the tools that you have discussed in that AWS and cloud, like in cloud we use AWS and Azure, that these are some payment tools. So
Yes, yes.
did we have to pay something to use it, or
No, no, no.
it is
Everything
free?
will be provide from our company. Okay.
Like that you have also discussed that Jira, it is also a paid software.
Yes, it is a paid, but there is a trial version also available. Okay.
Okay,
If
okay,
you, the members are more than 10, then you have to pay it. Okay. But if the members are up to 10, then it will be freely available.
okay.
Okay. So, anyone else who want to ask some question? Okay.
So I want to ask that if we get placed in any company, then
Yes.
it will be of like that contract or that full time.
It will be full time. Okay. So you are just applying as a your experience, industrial experience. Okay. So you will just get the full time job.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
And sir, like what types of company do you assign and apply?
Okay. So we assign all kinds of company. It is also the top INT, MNC companies as well as the medium level companies. Okay. Based on your performance, we will refer you to our companies.
Okay. So,
Okay.
for example, like IBM,
Yes.
Info.
Yes. All those companies. Okay.
Okay,
So this just depends how you just perform. Okay. You can just apply for any companies.
okay, sir. And sir, how many projects we will create in this 6 month tenure?
Okay, so that just depends. Okay, so it can be two, three, or four. Okay, as we just received the projects from our client companies and our companies, we just gives you the projects and you just work on it.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir, the classes will go on 6 days in a week or 5 days in a week?
it is a 5 day in a week. Plus, there is a Saturday Sunday doubt classes where
Yes,
you
sir.
will just ask for the doubts, as well as for those candidates who have missed the initial sessions, they can also
Okay.
also join the sessions to cover up.
So will you also provide that PDF notes for the
Yes,
topic and
yes,
for the sessions?
yes. Everything you will get. Okay.
Okay. Sir, I want to ask that I have that decent knowledge in that development. So can I directly enroll to that interview session?
Uh, means directly means
Like
after.
that, I can take like 10 days or 15 days of module from your side, whatever notes I can check it out. And after that, I
uh,
can directly sit in the interview because I am preparing from very long time. I have a good knowledge in Spring Boot backend and React.
Okay, so for that, at least I think you have to complete the front end part. Okay, so after 2 months you can start. that.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
because after 2 months the front end will be completed. So thereafter you can just apply for the front end roles, as well as if you are expert in the back end, then you can also start applying
Yes, sir.
for it.
I'm like I have much more expertise in backend Spring Boot, so I don't need that from the basic.
Okay, so if you can just think you can crack the interview, okay,
Yes, sir.
then you can just apply. But you will just prepare for the applying for the front end roles after 2 months.
Okay. After two
Okay.
months, that when front end will be completed, then I can apply for both front end and for full stack.
Yes, yes, you can apply for it.
Okay. Sir, all this process will be done from your side, that applying, creating resume, all this.
Yes, yes, everything will be from our
Okay,
side.
okay. But sir, I have to pay complete fees, or there can be some discount.
The training fees, I already told that 10,000 plus GST is the training fee.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And after the job confirmation, you have to give 15,000 plus GST.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Total fees, sir? 35, 25?
Total fee, you can say the training fee is 10,000. Okay. And after the you will just confirm your job, then you have to pay the 15,000. Okay.
Okay. Installment fee होती है sir?
Yes, installment also available. You have to give the fee in the 4 installments. Means the 10,000 plus GST is divided into 4 parts. Okay, and you have to give in the 4 installments.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
And sir, that you have said that you will also teach us that AI and ML. I want to
Yes,
ask
yes.
that what are the modules that you will cover in this part, because AI and AML is that very large and very much concept are included in that part, like deep learning, all these things, neural network and machine learning. So will you also cover these topics?
This is a 3 week program. Okay, where we will start from the basics. Okay, basics of what is AI, deep learning and machine learning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you will just gain the knowledge about the its libraries like PyTorch. Okay, how we'll just use it to design the machine learning and deep learning algorithm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that you will just learn how we can just integrate the AI APIs to our website. Okay, how we can just build our own AI APIs and integrate it to the websites.
Okay.
Okay, and you will also learn how we'll use the AI tools to make our development faster and smarter, like the uh, Copilot and Codex. Okay, so we just use these tools to make our development faster. You do not have to write all parts of your code. You
Yes,
can
sir.
just use these tools to make the code smartly in less time. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, will TensorFlow will also covered in this?
Yes, there will also introduction of
Okay.
TensorFlow.js. Okay, but
Okay.
more
And sir,
deeply we will
that,
learn about the PyTorch library of
yes,
Python.
sir. And sir,
Okay.
that neural network and a large language model, these will.
Yes, yes, yes. All these things are available.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
And sir, we will also get certificate of these modules after completion of the course.
Yes, yes. You will get the certificate, as well as you will get the industrial certificate also.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Like for that different module, a different certificate is there.
We can say that we give you industrial certificate. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So as you just perform in our industrial projects, we will
Yes,
just
sir.
give you the industrial certificate of it.
Okay.
Okay.
No, sir. I am not asking that. That other that like AML certificate, Java, Spring Boot certificate, React. These
Uh,
also we
I
get.
think if you have the industrial certificate, then do not you do
Okay,
not
okay,
need that. It is for
okay, sir.
those guys you do not have the industrial certificate. Okay, it is for
Okay, sir.
those guys. Okay. So anyone else who want to ask some question?
ଏଚପିର 15ଟା ପକେଇଲେ କେତେ 50,000 ଖଣ୍ଡେ ହେଇଯିବ କାଇଁ?
Yes, Asutosh, tell me.
No,
Are
no,
you
sir,
asking?
nothing. Nothing, nothing. I just joined in the call.
Okay, okay. So anyone else who want to ask some question?
Sir, when the batch will be started?
It will start from the Tuesday. Okay. after the Diwali holiday,
Okay.
it will start. Okay.
Sir, do we have to give that registration amount before, or that we can give after 4 or 5 days from Tuesday onwards?
It will be better if you will give the before it. Okay. If you want to just some negotiation, I mean after 3 or 4 days you will provide, then you can talk to our recruiters. Okay.
Okay,
They
sir.
will just give you the answers. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
When the meeting was started, it's 2 p.m.
Yes, Ashutosh, tell me.
The meeting was started at 2 p.m. No?
Yes, yes, 2 p.m.
Already you discussed everything.
Yes, yes, I already described everything.
I missed it. I missed the meeting. So
Uh,
next it will held on next Sunday.
it will be in the next Saturday. Okay, but you can also see the live recording on the YouTube's. Okay,
Okay.
so we will just provide the live recordings. Okay.
And it's for the full stack development, yeah, like other type of course like server side.
This is the full stack developer training program. You can see its syllabus in the chat. I just already shared you in the chat. Okay, so here you can just find all the components you have to learn in this program. Okay.
Please tell me one more time. Actually, recently, just 2 minutes ago, I joined.
Okay, so here are the syllabus. I already shared it. Okay, here you will just learn about the Python programming language for automating the server. Okay, and in the front end you will learn about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Tailwind. Thereafter the React and Next.js frameworks. Okay, and
Say Python full stack developer.
it is Python as well as Spring Boot, Java as well as Node.js. Okay, all three are included. Okay,
Okay. And what are the course duration?
it is a 6 month.
6 months. And
Yes.
what's about the price?
Price is 10,000 plus GST.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, in mobile development, you will also teach that Flutter.
So
No,
I
this is the
actually I
native. I already told you. It is the native JS. Okay, and here is the course. Okay, you will learn about the React Native and Electron JS. Okay,
Okay.
so React Native is used for the mobile app development. It uses the HTML, CSS, JavaScript language. So you do not have to learn any new language, because in Flutter you have to learn about some other language like Go language. Okay, but in the React Native you can just start it from the HTML, CSS, JavaScript knowledge. Okay, and the Electron.js is also designed using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, so you do not have to learn a new language. You can start it, and these are also the highly demandable tools used in the industries. Okay, so after in the same, we can say it is used more than the Flutter. Okay, equivalent to the Flutter, React Natives. Okay, you can just explore about it.
And sir, after the completion of the course, there is a 100% placement guarantee from your side.
Yes, yes, I already told you. It
Yes,
is a
sir.
100% placement guarantee.
Okay. Sir, I want to ask that, for example, if I get placed in XYZ company at some package, and
Yes.
after that, can I sit in the another company which is giving me more than that salary package?
Yes, yes. If you will just qualify, then you can just apply it.
Okay, if there is no condition like that, if we get placed in any of the company, then we cannot sit in the interview afterwards.
Yes, you can just choose the company of your choice. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
that is no problem.
And sir, one question is also that if I get placed and I joined XYZ company, and
Mm.
after joining, I feel uncomfortable from their work culture or environment, or I am not using that tech stack what I have learned. So, will you provide that assistant afterward, after getting placed in the working, or that I have to look from myself?
Uh, if you will just apply it at that time when you will provide the placement, then definitely we will just give you. Okay, after you just get placed. Okay, after it you have to talk to our recruiters. Okay, they will just answer you. Okay, but we will just connect you until you will get the placement. After you will fully satisfied, okay, you can just start your work.
No, sir, that I have joined
As well as,
me from
I
your
think
side.
I think as well as company also tie up with some bond bond paper, no?
Yes, yes.
They have like
I have our
1 year
client
of their
companies.
2 years of bond paper. You already, if you sign that paper, then it's not possible to switch another company.
What you are asking, Astos? Ask again.
No, that guy told us no, if the company work culture is like after joining to that company, if it's not
Yes.
suitable for me, then can the organization provide me some other kind of job? Can I switch to another one? So I just want to say that if the company already you joined, then they have already tie up with one bond paper, some kind of bond period you already solved to that company. So how could
Yes.
is that possible? It's not
Yes.
possible.
Yes. If you have signed on the bond, then it is not possible. But if you have not done such kind of thing, you can apply for any other companies. Okay.
So actually, only full stack Java, your organization only provide full stack Java or any other kind of job, IT, networking job type, which is
It
related
have
to
the
server side.
Okay, so based on its syllabus, you can apply for the UI UX designers, okay, front end developers, backend may in Python, Java, and Node.js, all three technologies you can apply, and as well DevOps and cloud engineers, and also AI developer and automation engineer you can apply for.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so anyone other guys want to ask some question?
No. Okay, sir, I'm dropping here. Next time, next Saturday, I will join on time so that I got
Okay,
proper explanation. Okay. Bye.
okay, sir.
Happy Diwali to all everyone. Okay.
Happy Diwali.
Hello, sir. Sir, as the guy said that we have to sign the bond in the company. So,
Yes, Deepak.
sir, do we have to sign bond before joining the company?
That depends on what type of company it is because some companies just sign the bond. Okay, some companies not. Okay, it depends on the company.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
For example, sir, I joined a company which I don't sign a bond, and
Yes, yes.
after working 20 days, if I want to change, then eVision will help me, or that I have to look from my side only.
But now Evision will help you. Okay. In the initial job searching process, Evision will definitely help you. Okay.
And sir, up to what duration or what month will eVision give that help or support from your side?
Unless and until you will get your job. Okay.
No, sir,
So you can just
after getting
uh,
job and I have started working, and from that, how much duration you can give the assistant if I'm not satisfied or whatever problem goes inside the company between us.
okay, it just depends. Okay, it will be just we can say after you just begin your job searching. Okay, in that time you can just if you want to switch the job, you can do. Okay, so we can say 2 to 3 months you can just do for it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Like if we started working, then from that time, 2 to 3 months, we can get assistant from eVision. From
Yes, yes.
eVision.
But
Okay,
it's best choice that you just stick to one company because that can just create some problem. Okay, so you just initially choose your best company. Okay, that
okay.
will be just more better.
And sorry, all these detail will be given by your side before applying to the company, or that you will only apply.
Yes, yeah, all the placement procedure from will be from our side. Okay.
Okay, okay. And so then, sir, how can we know that what are the policies of the company and what the pay package the company is giving if we are not satisfied accordingly?
Oh, that is the question related to the placement. You can just gain its answer from the recruiters. Okay, they will just tell you briefly about it.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So, anyone else who want to ask some question? Okay. So, I think you all have cleared all your doubts. Okay. So if you guys have any more question, then you can just contact to our recruiters, and you can also contact to the info@visiontechnoserve.com. Okay, it is already said in the documents. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.